there, I'm Blackbright News, and I wanted to talk about Ryanair today. Now, I'm one of those passengers who used Ryanair a few years ago, and I got one of those flights for £29. Admittedly, I had to book it way in advance, but it was worth it because I paid about £100 for the hotel for about 3 or 4 days, and with the flight for only £29, it was worth it. Now, I think that when you pay a flight like for £29, you get what you pay for. Ideally, you would like to get on the plane, get to your destination, and everyone's happy. But it's not always that way. And I don't see why everybody's crucifying Ryanair when, for the most part, they've delivered what they said they were going to deliver. Now, a few mitigating factors why they were unable to do what they professed they could do. And it's not all about being short of staff, like what the media is saying. Firstly, they've brought the airways has they've brought the financial year forward. And for those who know what it means when the financial year is brought forward, it impacts on annual leave. Now, my annual leave is from the 1st of April to the 31st of March. Now, if they brought it forward, that means that those people who were planning to take their annual leave later on in the year would now have to take it earlier in the year. And it would mean that there is going to be a backlog of people wanting to take their holidays. I know it at work. And when that happens, we're really firefighting to get people to cover for us. Now, the airlines, it must be so much more difficult because flying a plane is specialised. It's not like admin work or being a nurse or being a shopkeeper. If you crunch all your annual leave together, it's not going to make a big impact. Oh yeah, somebody might have to wait longer in the queue, but it's not going to affect, the service. With Ryanair, it's a lot different. Because the financial year was brought forward, it meant that they had to approve annual leave at short notice and in bulk. And even though they gave them an incentive of like £12,000, when you're looking forward to annual leave and they give 4 weeks, it's not easy to say, look, I prefer to take the money. You really do need a break. And it's like long distance lorry driving. You need a break because you can't be flying these planes and you're tired and you haven't had a release. So I don't think people should be really having a go at Ryanair to that extent. Plus, we've had the earthquakes and the hurricanes. All of those things have impacted the airlines. It's only that Ryanair is much smaller. So what else have I got to say? I think that's all. I think you'll empathise a little bit with Ryanair after this. I don't know how it's going to impact on them, their bid for Alitalia. We'll have to wait and see and watch this space. But for the meantime, if they can produce cheap fares, why not? I mean, this is going to happen once in a blue moon. The only thing is you get what you pay for. So don't have too high expectations. If you're getting a flight for like 29 quid, I know somebody said on the radio today that, it's not just the cost of the flight. It's the plans you make with other people. It's the hotel. And sometimes, you don't get that reimbursed. But for the most part, they've done a good job. So I'm going to continue to support them if I need to. That's all for now.